In this video, we are going to learn Seaborn step by step using 10 practical examples. If you want to create clean, professional-looking data visualizations in Python and actually understand what your data is telling you, you're in the right place. Stick with me until the end of the video, because by the end, you'll be comfortable using several different chart types with Seaborn. First, before we start drawing any charts, we need to make sure the required libraries are installed. We can do this using pip, and you can see the command on the screen right now. Go ahead and run that command on your machine. I already installed these libraries earlier, so I'm not running it again, but make sure you do it if this is your first time. Now let's start with the first example. Here, we are creating a simple line plot. Line plots are commonly used to visualize trends, especially changes over time. We are defining some x and y values and using Seaborn to draw a line based on them. This is one of the most basic but also one of the most useful types of charts. Now let's run this and see what happens. As you can see on the screen, a line plot appears showing how the values increase step by step. The upward direction of the line makes the trend very easy to understand at a glance. Let's move on to the next example. In this one, we are working with a bar plot. Bar plots are perfect when you want to compare values across different categories. Each category gets its own bar, and the height of the bar represents its value. Now let's run it and take a look at the result. On the screen, you can clearly see the bars for each category. This makes it very easy to compare which category has higher or lower values. Let's continue with the third example. Here, we are creating a histogram. Histograms help us understand how data is distributed. Since we are generating random numerical data in this example, we need to import NumPy to create that data. Now let's run it and see the output. You can see the histogram on the screen showing how frequently values fall into different ranges. This gives us a quick overview of the data distribution. Moving on to the next example. This time, we are using a box plot. Box plots are very useful for understanding the spread of the data and identifying outliers. Now let's run it and see what happens. On the screen, you can see the box, the median line, and even an outlier outside the main range. This kind of visualization is extremely helpful when checking data quality. Let's go to the next example. Here we are creating a scatter plot. Scatter plots are great for visualizing the relationship between two variables. Again, we are using random values, so NumPy is required for this example as well. Now let's run it and see the result. On the screen, you can see individual points scattered across the chart. This helps us visually inspect whether there is any relationship or pattern between the two variables. Let's continue. In this example, we are creating a heat map. Heat maps are often used to visualize matrices or correlation values. They use color intensity to represent different values. Now let's run it and look at the output. You can see a grid of colored cells, and the colors make it very easy to spot higher and lower values at a glance. Moving on to the next example. This time, we are using a violin plot. Violin plots combine ideas from box plots and distribution plots, giving us more insight into the shape of the data distribution. Now let's run it and see what we get. On the screen, you can see the violin shape, which shows both the spread and the density of the data. Let's continue to the next example. Here, we are creating a count plot. Count plots show how often each category appears in the data, which is very useful for categorical analysis. Now let's run it and check the output. You can see bars representing how many times each category occurs. This makes frequency comparisons very straightforward. Here, we move on to the next example, and this one is a pair plot. Pair plots are extremely useful when we want to explore relationships between multiple variables at the same time. In this example, we are using a built-in dataset that comes with Seaborn, so we don't need to create the data manually. The pair plot automatically creates multiple scatter plots and distributions for each feature, grouped by category. Now let's run it and see what happens. On the screen, you can see several plots generated at once. This allows us to quickly compare relationships between different variables and clearly see how different groups are separated in the data. Now let's move on to the 10th and final example. In this example, we are creating a regression plot. Regression plots not only show data points, but also include a trend line, helping us understand the overall relationship. We are generating numerical data here, so NumPy is needed again. Now, let's run it and see what happens. On the screen, you can see the data points along with a fitted regression line. This line helps us clearly see the general trend in the data. If you want to continue learning Python, make sure to check the courses section on the channel, where you can find many free playlists. To support us, you can join the channel and subscribe. Keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.